I mean, yeah, I'm with my girl right now. Yeah, she's right next to me. It's really incredible. You know, it's really like a wave. It's like a vibe, you know. Yeah, yeah, she right here.
Satisfied? Good.
Why are you moving the couch?
Shift it over. Don't drop that thunder.
I like candles.
Hey, if you like it, I love it.
You don't want to smell good?
Oh man.
You'd rather live in a frat house.
A frat house?
Yeah.
No.
A house with all guys and no candles.
Right. No. That's the last thing I'm trying to do. I've been in situations where I've had to live amongst a vast number of men before.
It was a vast number.
When I was in the army.
How many roommates did you have? These niggas was splitting the rent 15 ways. What's it like in the army living with like all those men?
In the army, living with all those men?
Mm-hmm.
You living amongst just all these fucking dudes, and it's like...
This sounds musty.
It's very musty. And I was in Georgia. Fort Benning. That shit was musty as fuck. During the summer, like, it was what they call, like, heat category 5. So it was, like, hot all day. Like, it was, like, 6 o'clock, we'd be up working out. It was already, like, fucking 90 degrees and shit. So, yeah, that's what that was like.
And you complaining about my candle.
Alright, yeah.
That was your blessing.
Yeah.
It could be so much worse.
It could be much worse.
That's a nightmare to me.
Yeah. It was fun, though. It was fun.
Granted,
at the same time.
when I was younger, my house, I don't know why this is. My household, there was just always so many guys. I was like the one girl in like the big guys friends group. And there was no moments of peace. It was just all Call of Duty. Just like in the morning, they were there. In the afternoon, they were still there. And at night, they were still there. And it's just me like, don't y'all ever home? So I've been surrounded by that that broness.
Yeah. From
a very young age, unfortunately. There's pros and cons to that.
So you've been well informed on the bro code then. You're familiar with the bro code.
I ride for my guys, that's the bro code.
Men have a raggedy code. It's a code of raggediness. It's a code of raggediness. I feel like, can you call it the bro code, or is it more like the fuckboy code? Or is it a code of honor?
I mean, no,
code
listen.
Of integrity.
The bro code is an umbrella. Alright, now there's different types of bros that reside under that umbrella.
Of the code.
Yeah, because you could be, I guess you could. I mean, it's a fuckboy bro code.
Because I was in with the guys and a trusted member of the friend group, I had to uphold under very awkward circumstances the bro code. So I got my fair share.
Like how awkward?
Like, for instance, like say one of your guy friends has like a little girlfriend rotation, right? A girlfriend rotation. But the girlfriends don't all know about each other. So you have like movie night, blah, blah, blah. So like week 1, boom, shows up with one girlfriend. And of course, like as the other girl in the group, you're like, okay, let me make her comfortable, let me chat her up, blah, blah, blah. So you cool with the girl, y'all kick it or whatever, boom, boom, boom. The next week comes and it's a different girl. So already you're like, ooh, this is a little weird, but whatever. Like he could live his life. I'm gonna let him cook, blah, blah, blah. It's none of my business, So now here I am having to make yet another girl feel comfortable. So say it's three weeks of rotation. By the
Alright.
fourth week, when the first girl comes back around, y'all develop some level of camaraderie. Like, you're like, oh, she's pretty cool. Y'all chat, whatever. Now I gotta feel guilty because I know that none of the girlfriends know that there's so many girlfriends. And I gotta keep smiling all their faces.
Yeah.
So I feel like, in part, the bro code makes you be like a villain by proxy.
Yeah.
Because you're involved in the villainy.
I mean,
like, you can't say nothing because that would be a violation.
Yeah, you're definitely guilty by association in the event that some shit happens. You know, like
Shit has happened.
Whose side you choosing though?
Well, you always gotta have your bro's side. It's just like, at what point do you draw a line in the sand? Like, all right, you're taking this shit way too far, and my involvement is no longer like desirable.
Because
At what point do you actually break that? Do you ever, or do you just let it cook? Like, what if you become? What if it's like a years long situation? Like, there's like a long term girlfriend, like 5 years, blah blah blah, and she becomes like a adjacent member of the friendship group.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Then he start bringing the side chick around. But now there's a duality of you're not just his friend. You've also developed a friendship with the girlfriend.
It's tricky.
How do you maneuver that situation? Because it's common. It's common. We've all seen these things.
Speak on it.
We've all seen these things.
I mean, I don't know.
You die for your bro.
Nah, I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So what do you do? How do you navigate that?
Okay, are we putting like ourselves in a situation or
You, like yourself. Like, you have like a long-time friend. He has a long-time girlfriend. She's like very integrated into the circle. And then he start bringing a side chick around behind her back.
I mean,
in y'all presence.
Okay, if my boy has been with his girl for like 5 years, and she's like solid, you know,
she's solid. She holds him down.
Then at that point, I'd be like, "This what you trying to do right now?" Like,
I don't understand. You mean you're gonna have like a private like conversation?
Yeah, I got it. Like, I would have to talk to him.
The first phase
like,
one is like grab your dude by the shoulders. And be like,
like if she's proven herself to be like a good, you know, like a good person, and you know, somebody who you can like trust and stuff like that, you know, then as you kind of owe it also to your bro,
right.
because
it's
he could be fucking some shit up. It's a balance of loyalty
and a balance of integrity, because like on one hand, you don't want to be smiling in her face and call yourself her friend, and you know all this funniness has happened, but you also can't say nothing out of loyalty to your friend. For me, it's more of, if it was like to that extreme of a situation, I feel like I would just have to let my guy friend know, like, keep me all the way out of this. Like, I respect, if that's how you want to move, if you want to move crazy, you got to move crazy by yourself, but don't bring the craziness around, because I don't want to have to be a liar and a schemer.
So that's your first talk with your friend.
Yeah, so it's just like, be like, bro, what are you doing? You're wilding out, and I don't want to have to lie to your girl's face. Like, don't put me in a predicament where I feel like I'm a bozo, because you want to be a bozo.
I done made friends with her, and like, you know what I'm saying?
Like,
20
years.
Yeah, 5 years that's a minute.
But I bring that up as an example because it's not that uncommon. Shit like this happens all the time. Every day. So where do you draw the line in the sand with the bro code when it comes to like dirty macking? How does that?
Dirty macking.
How does dirty macking fall into like the bro code universe?
Your Honor, he was dirty macking. Why don't you explain to the audience who might not be familiar with that
Everybody knows what dirty macking is. That means you're a bro, and your friend's a bro, and your friend brings a pretty broad around, and you're like, you know what? I think she kind of alright. When he's not around, I'm gonna say some little stuff. I'm gonna give her some advice to sway her away from him. I'm gonna maybe, you know, big her up when he's putting her down. When I notice they're having like a rough moment, I'm gonna slide in with my cape, ready to rescue her. That's when one of your guy friends has the intention of pulling up on your significant other, so he has to do it via like some schemy, shiesty ways. And that is also extremely common. I don't know if guys realize how common it is. Well, I guess if you're the type of guy that does it, you would.
Right.
But as
like,
a woman,
damn, you talking about me.
damn, that's me.
Oh, I be doing that.
My God, that's exactly what I was doing. But like as a woman, we experience that all the time. Where that's why I always like run with the quote of like, you can't really trust your friends either as much as you think you can. Not saying not to trust your friends. What I'm saying is I've witnessed several times someone who's in your circle will pull up. Yeah. You know, they'll pull up. And I mean, it's on us obviously to shut it down, but that dirty macking, like, isn't that like a violation of the bro code, would you say?
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. The fuck is wrong with y'all?
Like maybe someone in our circle who's like slid into my DMs, like there's situations that happen every here and there like that. Like,
is it you?
How do you feel about that as the guy in the situation? Like,
I mean,
do you address it directly, or do you just like feel some type of way, or do you just like put them in like a little category in your mind of like no loyalty, uncouth?
Uncouth.
Very crass.
I mean, are we talking on a, like, are we getting personal? We get real personal, just real nigga hours? Because
we not naming names.
No. Listen, no names shall be named.
Going real far with that.
Right.
See, Malcolm's ready to fight. He like, yeah, nigga.
Yeah, nah, but well, yeah, you gotta fight that nigga. You better put
Malcolm
hands
says,
on that
if you
nigga.
Violate the bro code, we resort to violence.
I mean, in that fashion, if you violate in that format,
if you're gonna slide it, you better slide him with your whole chest. That's what Malcolm said.
You got a 2-piece of biscuit.
Catch me outside.
Nigga.
How about that?
Come on, like what is supposed to happen though? What's supposed to happen?
I don't know. Do you have a strong talk? Like
a strong talk?
Do you just cut them off? You just block them? Like I'm just asking. I just wanted to know. That's just a curiosity.
What would you do? Like, how would you?
The other way around?
Mm-hmm.
Beat her ass.
End of the episode. Cut it right here.
What about situations where your guy friends get you like caught up into their shenanigans? Like they call you up for an alibi with their girl on the line. Like, do you just go along with it? Do you be like, bro, don't call me with this shit?
Well,
like, say your friend called, he like, man, you know, she tripping. Just tell her.
Tell Farida I was.
Tell her, like, wasn't I over there with you
Tell
last
Farida
night?
we was chilling last
Thinks
night.
I was out, you know. Tell her. What do you do in that moment when your dude puts you on blast and catches you up in his shenanigans?
Well, I mean, I think she's gonna be like, oh, this nigga is definitely prompting him to say.
Right, but what if he does it real smooth?
If you do it real smooth, I mean, yeah, you gotta, you have to oblige. You gotta help the nigga out.
You gotta help that nigga out.
Yeah, just be like, just go along with it, and then afterwards, behind closed doors,
right?
When y'all in the fucking Oval Office, the fucking war room, be like, look, nigga, what's really happening right now?
Right.
Like, what are we at? DEFCON 1, 2, 3? What are we doing right now? But yeah, nah. In public, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You just abide by the code.
Abide by the code.
You'll be alright. Just play by the rules. You'll be alright.
What? That's funny. Mm-hmm. What about circumstances of like?
Just don't get me caught up in no shit. That's the caveat. That's the disclaimer.
Right. What if circumstances where their shit could like interfere with your healthy home? Like again.
I'm sorry.
No,
not to
it's fine. I wasn't gonna say nothing that serious. Like they text you and try and like loop you in, or I was talking to one of my friends at lunch and he was saying how he's not with the situation of like, say one of his bros invites him like to the crib, like, oh yeah, come through, come by, let's kick it, and then he get there and there's a bunch of broads over there, and then he feel like he's in a predicament because like, what happens when I'm on the phone with my wife and there's girls like in the background, or like someone's on there, there's a girl like twerking on her fucking Snapchat, and I'm just sitting there like in the background, like. So he was saying that he tries to put down boundaries to make it clear so his friends don't catch him up in situations where he wouldn't normally place himself. in those situations. Not saying that they don't have trust or anything like
Right.
similar to us. Like his wife trusts him and all that, but it's just certain things are a bad look, you know. And if it wasn't your intention, or you didn't have a conversation before you went, maybe you don't want to just slide up into a bad look, you know. Do you feel like those are circumstances that guys have to deal with a lot? Like, how do you navigate?
It depends on how ratchet your friends are, you know, like.
Okay, but our friends are ratchet. So.
Yeah, so in our case, if you're trying to keep a happy household and keep shit intact, know what the fuck you signing up for before you even like, all right, your boys is like, all right, we going out, we doing X, Y, Z, nigga, where we going? Who gonna be there? Like, what time y'all thinking?
Listen, I'm not going nowhere until you tell me who gonna be there, because I'm not going into some nonsense. But
I don't know. You gotta get all the facts.
Do you think it's disrespectful of your guy friends, like when you're the guy that's in a relationship and they continually try and like loop you into their mess because maybe they're not faithful and you're faithful, so they're like, oh, we got some girls at the hotel, blah blah blah. Like, do you feel like that's disrespectful?
Just like every time we talk.
Nah, I'm not saying that. I mean in general, like.
Yeah, nah.
From the guy's perspective.
If you've been running with the bros and then you get into a relationship and it's early in the relationship and then they're trying to do that, okay, I understand that, you know, it's early, the boundaries haven't been established all like that. So it's like, nah, you just gotta be like, nah, man, I'm trying to chill, like this different, blah blah blah. But if like that same conversation keeps trying to be like presented, you know, then you gotta talk to your boy, like, cause your boy is probably stupid. Like, nigga, we've been engaged 1 year, like, we've been together 7 years and shit, like, why you still trying to present me with random strangers, like, nah, I mean, it's certain situations where I think you can accidentally fall into some shit, you know, a certain situation where. But
proximity to mess could get you caught up.
Exactly.
So you also, I think, need to really think critically about like your friends. Like,
yeah, no, but I'm saying like.
And like how they move, and that's not like condemning how your friends move, but it's maybe like, you know what, he moves mad. Right. So maybe me and him need to only like be around each other under very certain circumstances.
Like, say for instance, like you know, you and your friend, y'all about to drive somewhere. Y'all gotta go somewhere, whatever. And he like, oh, on the way back, boom, pick me up here. You know, like my girl, you know, like we gonna stop at my girl house. We gonna pick my girl up or whatever. You know, and then she end up bringing like a friend or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. That's what I'm saying, like you're not doing nothing, like you just driving with your boy, like that's really all you doing, you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm Uber Black, like I'm just like, where you trying to go? Right. All right, hold on, I'm gonna type it in. But yeah, it'd be certain situations like that where
that's where it's like, if you have like a trusting relationship,
exactly.
Immediately, if you ask, like, explain this right now, you know, and there's a good answer, it's a matter of, like, do you trust that person? Like, you're not going to, like, trip over.
Don't be sounding nervous.
But if you're a little shaky, whew, it don't look good. You be like,
nah, don't be stammering and shit.
It don't look good. It's not sounding good. Yeah. But then it's like, do you just pick them up and you drop them right off? Then do y'all go to his house? Now y'all playing video games and shit. Like, what's the line between, like, you just doing them a favor and it should turn into a double date? Well, maybe you just sign up for the double date, but maybe that's what it unintentionally turned into. How happy of
a household do you want?
How do you negotiate that in the moment? So let's say it's like real life. You're the driver, right? Okay. So you and your homeboy is in the city, and y'all are on your way back out to Long Island, and he's like, "Oh, can we stop by such and such on our way back to my crib?" Y'all had intention of chilling at his crib, and we just need to pick my shorty up. So you're like, "Okay, cool." Right. So you're not thinking nothing of it. You get there, and she come out with her friend. So now it's you, him, his shorty, and stranger danger, right? Y'all in the car. and now y'all are still, the intention is to go to his crib and kick it. What do you do in that moment? Because now you got maybe 20 minutes to decide how your life's gonna end, right? Like, so how do you navigate a situation like that?
You gotta have a dash cam. Look, you don't.
But are you
sign
so
up for
naive that you think, oh, this is perfectly innocent, so let's go play 2K with these two girls and
Listen,
like kick it for the
man.
night? Or do you get like a red flag in your mind that's like, my girl got kicked?
You better treat your girl like the big homie. You better check in. You better, yo, look, I'm at such and such spot. You better treat your girl like you're fucking. Yeah, for real.
So you would go?
What? No. I mean, listen. No, hold on.
But I'm sweating.
I don't like the narrative that's being
like,
constructed here. It's coming together in a very
you see how dangerous the
disgusting manner. See? It's a slippery slope.
No,
just that easy.
Just even being a girl that has a lot of guy friends, I found myself in a lot of these awkward situations. And truly, I just don't want to be messy. I just be like,
Have you ever had
quiet?
So you've had like
I'm impressed by the girls.
Yeah, like your boy, like
I'm
his girl
impressed.
be on the phone like, you know.
I got real life examples. We don't gotta name names. We don't gotta name names. But a certain big friend of ours, literally, what was the situation? Oh my gosh. Called me to ask about something very basic, and the next thing I know, there's a girl on the phone with me, cussing me all the way down. I'm like, oh boy, like
all the
this
way out.
went all the way to the far left.
This
but
shit went far
unless
left.
you're very like egotistic or reactionary or whatever, like you gotta just laugh stuff like that off. Laugh it off. Let him figure his situation out. You know, because you don't know what he's been doing to her that led her to get that defensive.
Exactly.
Also, because you know they move crazy.
Because niggas be doing shit all the time.
So maybe she's just.
They'll make it seem like, oh, I don't know why she's acting like
it's
this.
annoying.
I don't know why she's going through.
The only girl in a big group of guys though, because I feel like you always end up getting pressed by girlfriends. You like, ma'am, I don't even like your man. Like, I don't even like him as a friend. I can't even get rid of him.
I barely fuck with this nigga.
Barely.
He's hanging on by a thread.
A fucking thread, right?
That's funny. Yeah.
He's 1 pee on the toilet away from getting completely expelled out of this shit. Like, please.
1 pee on the toilet.
Lest we not forget.
Yeah. So, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You're on the side of...
The bro code is very... It's very ethereal, if you will, if I may be so bold.
Patriarchal?
It's a secret society, and really, all we ask is trust.
It's like unspoken laws.
Yeah, it's
that the bro code. I think also has like similar connotations to like street code or street ethics, but clearly
there's certain shit
new.
You don't do. Nah,
he's new.
You new niggas?
Woo.
I see you niggas. I see you.
Can't trust them anyways.
Hey, listen.
You can't break the law with them.
No, not at all.
If you can't break the law with them, they're probably gonna dirty Mac on your girl. So that might be intrinsically connected.
I just
really,
want to
at the end of the
take
day.
right now. I want to use my platform to let you know. I be seeing all y'all niggas.
All right, Malcolm's gone off the
see
rails.
every last
It's
one.
a wrap.
I'm the overlord.
He's
I
gone
see
off the
all
rails.
this shit.
Yeah, she right here. Nah. Usually I like my mom blown. You could join me on the page that I'm on. You worth more than any.
We got 2 minutes.
And I love how you keep it real, never rhyme. Did you find those? A pair of beautiful eyes with the bright glow. Just tell me when and I might go. Cause I'm over the brightest bulb and the lights though quite so. Why'd you go and do that, love, Why you wanna do that, love, Where'd you learn to do that all from? She shake it like I got a stack of ones. She shake it like I got a stack all ones. Counterculture crew, we snatch off.